Hello YouTube, Lucky Man over here, and congratulations on Azur Lane 8th anniversary in Japan. As for today's video, yes, we are going to take a look at the first obtainable ships you can actually get in Japan version, or rather the starter ship, excuse me, language translations. So, Ayanami, a Sakura Empire destroyer, and also some kind of Fubuki subclass, and that is now Ayanami subclass? Hold on. Well, anyway, Ayanami, a starter ship. How is she today? 8 years in Azur Lane. But we will how to get her in English versions. Let's just say you need to unlock the construction. You need to unlock certain achievements to get Ayanami in the English version of Azur Lane, and that is you need to fully limit break Javelin, Luffy, and Z-23. But if you are in Japan version, Z-23 is the reward ship. Now, if I read the information correctly I have right now, in ZN and EN collection unlocked, she also then appears in light construction, that is 23 minutes. But if you are in Japan version of the Azur Lane, she is obtainable in every map, so to say. Now, how is her stats? But before we go to stats, I have to also mention that as the starter ship, she has a respectful amount of skins. And I think it's probably like a lot. She has, first off, the retrofit. She has then Oath, then some Halloween, some free time, musical, New Year's, food, and so many. I haven't counted at all how many, but she has plenty. And some of them seems to be some kind of rewards from some kind of limited events on the past. But yeah, she is famous ship, but she is also very interesting in a step-wise. We are gonna start on the basic. First of all is her HP. We're gonna take a look at her fully limit break it, like between 100 and 120. Her full HP in 100, not retrofitted, is 1623. But if you retrofit Ayanami, she has then 1788. Very good amount for a starter ship. But this is also a Sakura Empire destroyer, so there's some chance. I haven't played Sakura Empires a lot, but I think that's a very decent HP. But once you reach 120, not retrofitted, she has 1798. But once you retrofit her, she goes 100 1963, excuse me. But if you fully 125 level cap her, she gets 1007, excuse me, 2007 HP. English! Come on, man! But she suffers a little bit of firepower side. If you take a look directly to her retrofit, 120 level cap, that's only 75. It's not much, but it's also not impressive, meaning that she cannot rely so much on the firepower. But if you then go to the torpedo side, retrofit, that's 569 torpedo stats. Not bad for a starter, meaning you could use her as a torpedo boat. Her AA is kinda lackluster, 146 retrofitted in full limit break. Her reload is decent, 229. Her evasion seems impressive, 264. As for the destroyer, her armor is also light, meaning she takes less damage from AP, but she takes some good amount of damage from HE, and some, well, should I praise it, noticeable amount of damage from HE, and good amount of damage from normal armor types. So be careful around those. Her speed is also very good, 48. Her accuracy also seems to be decent, 201. Her luck stats, surprisingly low, 36, but also very well balanced. Her anti-submarine capabilities, well, they are there. I don't know who has the biggest one in the game, but as for the starter ship, it's very good for the starter. Thankfully, submarines only appears only chapter 14, was it? And that is, and then 15, which is also really a pain in the ass. 203 is her submarine warfare, and her oil cost, fully limit break, is 9. As for the skills, let's not forget, she also now has nowadays a augment module. But first we have to read the original version of the demon. When firing main gun, 5% chance to increase on torpedo stat by 60% for 12 seconds. 5 seconds cooldown starts on cooldown. Okay, that's a funnily added. But 5-second cooldown, it's not bad. If your gun fires, in my case, my gun is not fully upgraded to the max 10, but every 1 second and 20 milliseconds, probably. It's not 5% chance. Well, it's a chance, alright, but it's not. Well, I've seen I've seen many type of stats in my years. 7 years in Azur Lane, or 8 years? 7 years. Since 2018. Anyways, once you give her augment module the Demon Plus, there goes huge changes in her skill. Increases this ship torpedo damage dealt by 10%. Sounds good. When this ship fires her main guns, 5% chance to increase this ship torpedo by 60% for 12 seconds. 5 seconds cooldown between activations, that's probably explained. When the battle starts, this is a good stuff, increases this ship torpedo by 100% for 8 seconds. It's a short amount, but it's noticeable. After this buff expires, decreases this ship's damage taken by 8% until the battle ends. You can repeat this every fight you are in the map. I have to say, Augment did some really good job to improve Ayanami's performance. Now, retrofit. That is defensive. Yes. Demon Dance. Every 20 seconds, 70% chance to increase own evasion by 30% for 5 seconds, and release a powerful barrage while launching fast torpedoes in a helical pattern. Helical pattern, okay. Well, what I have to say sounds really promising. But unfortunately, when I make this video, I have to confess I haven't used Sakura Empire destroyers a lot. Because Iron Blood destroyers really give me a lot of headache to think how to make them work. Now as for the Ayanami, given by the stats and the skills, it directly shows she is a torpedo boat. Now, if you are a starter, you're starting Azur Lane like today or tomorrow, or probably you have started Azur Lane a couple of days ago, Ayanami is probably a good torpedo boat for a starter. Of course, nowadays there are some better ones, but you need to build, you need to accumulate resources to actually build some also good ones as well. But if you want to have Shimakase, I think she's capable, she's obtainable. Excuse me, my English. Today, in the building side as a ultra rare destroyer, yes, she is also a good choice. But if you want to enjoy a good torpedo boats at start of the game, Ayanami is a good one. Now, if you want to improve her efficiency and performance, I would recommend give her to the Vanguard and the Backfleet some couple of ships that can improve the crit rate, any armament, and perhaps I think the reload buff also affects some degree. And also this one ship over here I have in this Vanguard with the Sakura Empire fleet that also recently got a retrofit. Now if you think that just got raised by one rarity but doesn't change that much, actually if you want to take a look at her skills, yes, the augment module also improves her some degree. But if she can give some decent good amount of torpedoes that buff to the Vanguard, she is a really good choice with the Ayanami as well. And of course, if you are starter, she is a good choice for that one. Of course, if you are older player, there are some better choices if you have every ship girl from the past 8 years or 7 years. If you are from EN servers, that's the word I was looking for, thank you. The English servers, if you have been playing 7 years probably, then yes, there are some choices, better choices to increase your torpedo boat performances like Ayanami. Or if you are a starter and you have this one ship girl I have right over here, then yes, She can also give some performance buff to the Ayanami Torpedo. Now, when it comes to the question, is she good against boss ships or mob fleets? Well, that's far-fetched question if you ask me. But, for the question's sake, she is probably good against mob fleets, because I believe there are plenty of enemies, and her skill is pointing that way. She can do some good amount of damage with the torpedoes, either start of the game or somewhere in the middle of the fight. But you can try to make her work against the boss ships. And also, if you are going somewhere that has plenty of airplanes, so to say, then she's gonna have some problems to survive against the planes. Oh, and map 14, my personal experience, has 2 battleships enemies in first 2 chapters, and I have to say, she could work against them. You can try. That all depends what kind of augments you have, because the augments I have and the lack amount of information about how to play Sakura Empire Destroyers, it's hard to say. But do give her a try, and she's a good starter destroyer torpedo boat. And torpedoes in Azur Lane, they are like nukes if you know how to build to them. Because I've seen and I heard from my friends and heard some stories that if you build proper destroyer vanguard, you can nuke the mob fleets out of existence. If you probably build the timing and the damage buffs. Anyway, congratulations Azur Lane 8-year anniversary. And if you are a starter, welcome aboard. Oh, I also forgot she has gun efficiency 85%. Her torpedo efficiency is 165%, and her anti-aircraft guns are 75%. So yeah, she is very torpedo focused destroyer for a starter. Now, I'm gonna end this video right here. Ayanami! She's a good boat. It all depends how you build her. Thank you so much for watching. My name is LuckyMiss205, and see you next time, and happy anniversary to Azur Lane. Let's hope we will continue the great wins of the next many years. Many years. Happy sailing. 余興にして